There's a silent epidemic going on right now that no one is talking about, and it's actually like really bad. The reason why it's so bad is because I would argue that 95% of people don't even realize that they are one of these people dealing with this problem. And the problem comes down to negative thinking. It's really as simple as a majority of people out there just don't understand how to use their brain as their best friend instead of their worst enemy. Now, everyone's affected by this in a very, very different way. Like some people just have a victim mentality. Some people are just extremely negative. And some people have gotten to the point where like they've just lost all hope that anything is going to work out in their life. So when you look at it objectively, you begin to realize that many people out there use their brain in an ineffective way, and their life proves it. And I can relate to this heavy because over the past 4 years, I've been trying to figure out what it is that I want to work on that is not only going to give me purpose, but also help other people at the same time. The last thing I want to do is be one of those streamers who just puts out brain rot all day. Like that's complete bullshit, and it's terrible. It really is just terrible. It's not contributing anything relevant to the world. But the more that I've started to think about this, the more I begin to realize a couple of different things. And the first thing is that our thoughts are so important. Every single thought you have is super important. And what I've realized is a lot of people just simply have a lot of negative thoughts. They're caught in this negative feedback loop that is honestly destroying their lives. It's holding them back from moving on to a new job, going up to that hot girl, starting a business that they've always wanted to start, or even getting in shape. And taking control of your thoughts is the first step to turning your brain from your worst enemy into your best friend. So the way around this, the way to start, is to be very conscious of the thoughts that you have. It's to honestly wake up. Because a majority of you out there, a majority of people are simply just waking up and existing in this like dream-like, zombie-like state. Whatever they hear on the news, they accept. Whatever they see on Twitter, they accept. Whatever they see in movies, TV shows, hear from their friends, their family, they just accept these things. And what happens is you turn into this version of yourself that never has an original thought. Jeez, man, am I choking up over this or what? And that's extremely detrimental. And a good way to look at it is that your thoughts, they create, but your thinking is what destroys. So for example, right? You might have a thought to start a new nutrition plan or start a new workout program, but your thinking takes over. You'll be worried about what your friends think, or you'll be worried about what your family thinks. Or maybe you just don't think that you're going to be willing to even commit to a new program in the first place. And then all of a sudden, the next day you wake up and you act like nothing ever happened. Bro, you didn't act on that thought that you had. Your thought created the opportunity for a better life, but your thinking destroyed it. And I think a lot of people are caught in that loop right there. But the simple fix is to understand your thoughts are what dictate your actions. So if your thoughts are stained with negativity or a victim mindset or whatever it is, then your actions will display that. So like, for example, right, you want to get in shape and you start this new meal plan, but you're thinking about how hard it's going to be. Well, bro, your thinking just destroyed your actions. Because now you're not going to want to put in the work to count your calories or eat that good healthy meal or stop going out to eat, whatever the case may be. So your thoughts create, but your thinking destroys, and your thinking destroys your future actions. Which brings me to my next point. Your actions dictate your results. And if your actions aren't aligned with good thoughts, then your results are going to lack. And that's why people end up, for example, like waking up at 40 years old and they're like, whoa, I'm a terrible version of myself. I'm fat. I don't like my job. I'm not happy with my wife. I don't have the money that I want to in my bank account. The results are stained. So once you understand that you need to wake up to your own thoughts and act on those thoughts without letting your thinking destroy them, once you finally get that going, once you get in the habit of doing that, your actions become better and your results become better. Now, not everything is going to be perfect, right? You're going to have days where you fucking just screw up. You're going to have days where you thought you did everything right, but really you didn't get the result you wanted. But at the end of the day, if you know that you're in the process of really honing in on the right thoughts, the right actions to eventually get the right results, you're actively in the process of turning your brain from your worst enemy to your best friend. Because you know what, man? If you're not team you, then who is? Who really is out there? No one. No one's going to wake up one day and say, you know what? I want to make Joe the best version of himself. 100%. That's my mission. That's my purpose. No one's doing that. But someone who is doing that is a future version of you. So this is where we start to get into the whole identity shifting thing. You're like dirt broke. You're fat. You're lost, depressed, miserable. You can't wake up every day as that identity. You can't. You have to shift your mindset into the version of yourself who is operating at the best possible frequency, thought process, daily actions, and getting the best results that he's ever seen. That comes through identity construction. Understanding long term what you want out of this life. Do you want a family? Do you want a business? Do you want both? And really just stepping into the shoes of that version of you, man. Like, because the sooner that you do that, the quicker that your life gets better. Proven fact. 4 days ago, I was down bad. Like, I was just like pissed, bro. I was like, damn, man, like, what am I doing? Like, I need to make better content. I need to work on things that I actually care about. Am I doing that right now? Am I not? And then I woke up and realized that, like, bro, these kinds of thoughts, they're thinking thoughts. They're not like creation thoughts. They're destruction thoughts. And it's moving me down this avenue of analysis paralysis. And the best version of myself certainly does not have analysis paralysis. He knows exactly what he wants and he acts on it. Ruthlessly, relentlessly. And that's what makes his life better. So I shifted into a version of myself that was just simply operating in a much different manner. And then all of a sudden, a couple days later, like, bro, I feel amazing. I feel like I have this divine purpose that I'm connected to. And because of that, things are going a lot better on the day to day. And I think that's the cheat code. The cheat code is understanding that you are your own best friend and your brain is a super tool to help you do that, to help you become that. But if you're spending your days in this like weird, sleepy, zombie-like state, then you're just cooking yourself, bro. You're just cooking the future version of yourself and you're just wasting time. And time is money. Time is the best resource that you have. It's the most important, the most vital, the most crucial resource that you have. And the more time you spend with your brain working against you, the worse your life is going to get. End of story, period. But the more time you spend with your brain being your best friend, the quicker you're going to be able to positively impact your life and the people around you and then the world eventually. So at the end of the day, man, you have to understand 3 things. Number 1, that your thoughts dictate your actions and your actions dictate your results. Is that 3 things? Sure. And the sooner that you can become your own best friend, the better. Because no one else out there is coming to save you. But someone who is coming to save you is a future version of yourself who never has to deal with any of this shit in the first place. And what you need to do right now is shift into that version of yourself through identity construction. Know what you want and act on it immediately, today, right now. Shut the video off, bang, done. Because once you start doing that, man, a whole new world of opportunity opens up and then you become a different version of you. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all after. Every single one of us. We all want the 6-pack. We all want the big arms. We all want money in our bank account. Cash flow coming in. Women around us that love us. A beautiful family, beautiful business, purpose. You don't get that by looking at your exact situation and thinking, yeah, man, this shit sucks. That's how you stay in the same position. You get to a new one by becoming a different you. And if you want help with doing that, man, book a call in my bio. Okay, I put it right in the description of this video. I'm helping people completely change, not only the way they look, but most importantly, the way that they think. Because the way that you think is exactly what dictates your life. And if you need help doing that, man, you know who to come to. But I hope that helped, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.